So I recently traveled to the south of France to visit my parents, and that gave me the idea to make a video about how I photograph places which I know very well, maybe a little bit too well. So the idea was that I would take pictures of the village where both my grandparents got married and where me and my wife got married as well a few years ago. So what I wanted to achieve here was to take meaningful pictures of this village, which is very important to me and my family. But I didn't want the pictures to be another postcard kind of pictures which look just the same as everybody else's. So I thought that I would just walk around and instinctively look at the place and try to interpret it in a way that feels right to me. So after walking around the village for a while, I realized that being familiar with the place really is not such a big problem. In the contrary, it's really good because it makes you understand what's really important to you and which kind of areas and places and what kind of impressions you would like to photograph. So what I was hoping to achieve with these photographs was to create a bridge between the different generations that have spent a lot of time in this village. I was trying to also capture what was important to me in this village, the different details, the lights, the darks, the shadows. I tried to take photos a little bit more with intention this time, be true to what's important to me and to my family. So here I walked past this place where people used to wash their clothes before they had washing machines, and I was instantly pulled to these diagonal lines of the sun that's shining on the back of the wall here. At first I thought I was going to take a picture of the whole wash thing, of the water, etc. But this light was so special that I finally decided to just focus on the light here, even if you can't see the greater picture. So that's an example of a detail which I find really important, where you can't necessarily see everything around it. Then as I was walking through the village, I noticed that suddenly the church tower appeared from behind a building. I really liked the way the sun was shining as well, backlighting it a little bit, and the way the vegetation was at the top left corner. So I started taking several compositions. So at this point now, I'm actually walking up the steep ramp to the bottom of the church where my grandparents and my wife and I got married. There's a lot to remember, and every time I walk here, I get a little bit emotional. Then I looked up and I saw part of the church tower again, and I really liked the way it looked against the sky. So I focused on that a little bit, took a few compositions, and I think I found a photo in the end which I really liked. So then I turned towards the right and I looked more towards the west, and I observed the little olive trees which are in front of the church, and I started to notice how the sun was playing behind the trees, and I just looked at the branches and I decided that I would like to take a picture not of the whole olive trees, but more of a branch, and maybe play a little bit with the light in the background and create something which is not quite as obvious, but which is more about the light, I believe. So here you can also see the typical bokeh balls for this kind of lens here, the Biota 58mm f2. I really had a lot of fun taking pictures in our village, in the family village down here in the south of France. I really like the result as well. I think maybe one of the photos is my favorites, but I won't tell you which one. If there's one you like more than the others, please let me know down in the comments. I'd really find that quite interesting to see. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I see you in the next video.